A chilly breeze swept across Mr. McGregor's garden as the camera slowly closed in on the familiar burrow entrance. Suddenly, a voice whispered, "Sometimes, even the closest friends forget how their words can hurt." But this is the story of how Peter learned the value of kindness the hard way. The narrator's tone pulled the viewers in, making them wonder what could have gone wrong in Peter's usually cheerful world. Behind that burrow door, laughter was about to turn into a lesson no bunny would forget, and the audience was meant to stay until the very last moment to see how friendships that shake could still find their way back to love. Peter Rabbit and his friends, Benjamin and Lily, were in high spirits. The morning was bright, the dew glittered on leaves like fairy dust, and the smell of fresh vegetables drifted over the fields. They hopped through the grass, chatting loudly, making jokes, and poking fun at anything that caught their attention. Peter was the loudest of them all, as always, his voice full of attitude and confidence. The three friends passed a clearing where a small young squirrel named Pipkin was trying to climb a tree, carrying a nut bigger than his tiny paws could hold. Peter burst into laughter, nudging Benjamin and Lily as he pointed. "Look at him. That nut's bigger than his head," he shouted. Benjamin chuckled. Lily giggled reluctantly, but Pipkin stopped climbing. His ears drooped. Peter didn't notice. He was already making another joke, feeling clever and unstoppable as they walked deeper into the woods. Their laughter echoed. They soon came across Cottontail and Flopsy, trying to roll a heavy basket of carrots home. Peter smirked. "Ah, look, tiny bunnies pulling a giant cart. Should we get them a wheelbarrow, or maybe a tractor?" Cottontail frowned. Flopsy looked away, and the girls continued rolling the basket silently. Again, Peter missed how his words landed. Laughing felt fun. Being the funniest one felt even better. But the others were starting to feel the sting of his playful teasing. Benjamin finally slowed down a little, his voice soft. "Peter, maybe we should stop joking so much. I think we're hurting feelings." But Peter waved him off. "Oh, come on. They know I'm just kidding. It's all in good fun." Benjamin didn't push further, but he looked worried. Lily had stopped laughing by now, too. She knew Peter wasn't bad-hearted, but something about today felt different, like a line was being crossed again and again. Their final stop was the old oak log by the stream, where Squeaks the Hedgehog sat quietly, polishing his little homemade wooden whistle. Peter hopped up, snatched it from his hands, and blew a loud, shrill note. "Hear that? Sound like a mouse falling off a rock." Squeaks gasped, holding his hands out helplessly, hurt flickering in his eyes. Lily immediately stepped in, snatching the whistle back from Peter and returning it to Squeaks. The air went quiet. Something inside the group shifted. Benjamin took a small step back. Lily stared at Peter with disappointment. And Squeaks, who almost never spoke, whispered, "Why do you always make jokes about others? Why is it never funny when you're the one being laughed at?" The sentence hit Peter harder than any chase from Mr. McGregor ever had. For the first time that day, he stopped. Truly stopped. His throat tightened. His ears lowered. He looked around. Every face he saw had changed. Not angry, not hateful, just tired and hurt. And suddenly he remembered all the things he used to feel when other animals joked about him for being a troublemaker. Benjamin tugged lightly at Peter's paw. "Come on," he said softly. "Let's go home." The three walked back to the burrow in silence, and even the birds seemed quieter overhead. Peter lay awake that night staring up at the ceiling, unable to sleep. All the jokes he'd told played back in his mind, sounding different now, sharp instead of silly, uncomfortable instead of exciting. He replayed Pipkin's drooping ears, Cottontail's disappointed eyes, Squeak's trembling voice. He realized he had spent the entire day getting laughs at the expense of the friends he claimed to care about most. And the worst part? He hadn't even noticed until it was too late. Morning brought sun, but not relief. Peter knew what he had to do. He walked alone through the woods, his paws dragging slightly. He went first to Pipkin, who stood by the same tree, trying again. Peter helped him push the nut up, apologizing softly. Then he went to Cottontail and Flopsy, offering to help pull the carrot basket. They forgave him, though they still looked cautious. Finally, he went to Squeaks, the hardest one of all. Peter sat beside him and stared at the stream. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I forgot that jokes should make everyone laugh, not just the one telling them." Squeaks let out a tiny sigh, then handed Peter the wooden whistle. Next time, he said, try letting others laugh with you, not at them. It wasn't just forgiveness. It was a chance to grow. Later that afternoon, Peter found Benjamin and Lily sitting by the old oak log. He sat down quietly. Did you make it right with them? Benjamin asked gently. Peter nodded. Lily smiled, the tightness in her shoulders finally easing. They sat together, not saying much, just enjoying the peace of being side by side again. After a while, Peter took a deep breath and said, I'm going to be better. Not perfect, but better. Benjamin playfully nudged him. Good. Because without you, it's not the same. Lily giggled, the warm kind that had no sharp edges this time. And just like that, the trio was whole again. As the sun dipped beneath the hills, the narrator's voice returned, guiding the viewers to the final thought. Friendships get shaken, hearts get bruised, and even the kindest among us sometimes forget the power our words carry. But when apologies are sincere and lessons are taken to heart, love has a way of finding its bandages. Peter didn't lose his sense of humor. He simply learned that laughter is most beautiful when nobody has to feel small to create it. The screen faded, leaving the audience with a simple but powerful message. Lifting others makes us stand taller, and true friendship shines brightest when everyone feels seen, valued, and safe to smile.